The popular Mark II Escort Challenge this year, backed by J.A. Boland, returns to Carlow, where it has attracted an entry of over 50 Mark II Escorts. One of them, of course, is last year's winner, Simon Major. He's here to defend his title, but with a few new competitors as well as old, he knows that task is not going to be an easy one. Let's catch up with the man himself.
Last year we came out not expecting to win at all, just come out to enjoy it and come out for the experience, and so we were really pleased that we won, and I think this year is going to be even tougher. There's some real quick boys out there.
We've been here, this is our third year now, and we got a third, a second, and well, another one we're after today. So we'll do our best and try and keep her on the road.
Former Billy Coleman Award winner Desi Keenan was last out in a WRC, but the Monaghan man couldn't resist the lure of the Mark II Challenge. He's borrowed Gary McPhillips' escort for the day's rally.
I'm sort of anxious to get out in it again. I've been dying to get out in one again, but I got this chance to come down here. Gary gave me the loan of the car, and we said we'd try the Carlow rally here and see how it goes.
Managed, you've came through the recovery period from your off in Kerry and ready to tackle the Mark II Escort Challenge today?
Yeah, the car's back in one piece. The lads have done a fine job to get back in. MCR helped along. We're just back ready for action again.
Another interesting participant in today's event is Connie Smith, who is performing course car duties today in his Black Magic Mark II.
Yeah, I'll try and enjoy it. It's a while since I was out. I know I did double O there in the harvest at the end of last year. But I'll try and enjoy it and have a bit of fun.
So as Connie heads off to sweep the roads, he's followed by a host of top-class escorts as they prepare to do battle over the demanding 8 stages. As always, the ever-popular Mark II Escort attracts fans in their thousands to witness the spectacle that is the Mark II Challenge. And Connie Smith appears to have his very own fan club as he thrills the crowds in his distinctive black escort. First of the competing escort crews, however, are last year's winners, Simon Major and Ken Blanche.
3, 2, 1, go. 2 left, 40.
Despite getting held up at the scene of a crashed Subaru from the main field of the Carlow Rally, Simon and Ken are on the pace of the top crews over the opening loop.
Go. Yeah? Square right now, those 40.
Are we stopping? Are we stopping?
Go. No, stop. They're upside down.
Just to go?
Go.
Simon and Ken will hope to receive a corrected time for the hold-up, but meanwhile Seamus O'Connell and Andrew Brennan have their own problems. After setting a good time in the opening stage, the crew slip off the road and into a ditch, losing about 8 minutes in the process. They are determined to entertain the crowds for the rest of the day nonetheless. Having been away from a Mark II for some time, Desi Keenan admitted to being nervous on the opening stage. It's not long before he's back on the pace though, and he passes the stricken escort of Seamus O'Connell on stage 2 and moves into second place.
60, long 4 left, into turn square left, long 4 left, into turn square left, round the bales. 120. Flat crest 300.
It's all smiles for Manus Kelly, who flies through the opening loop in some style. After 3 stages, only a handful of seconds separate the top 3 crews, with Manus holding third for the moment. Almost a minute further back, in 5th, John Waring and Alan White are holding on to the coattails of the pace setters in front. With his escort already showing signs of misadventure, Meath man Trevor Mulligan is determined to heed the early warning and get a much-needed finish under his belt today. Adrian Hetherington is off to a decent start today and holds 4th place after the opening loop of 3 stages. Local men David and George Condon had been up to 4th place, but a faulty alternator on stage 3 puts them well out of contention for the top spot.
Fresh jump at pole. Temperature gauge is coming down. Fresh jump at pole. Oil pressure is good. Fresh jump at pole. Stay left for this one. Stay left for this one. Yeah. Straight for this one. 250 bumpy. 203 right at the bottom. 3 right at the bottom. Get this one now.
Fellow Carlow crew Sam and Alan Smith fall foul of a puncture on the second stage to leave them also playing catch-up.
And then an absolute crest. Keep left. Right. Oh. 60 to open 3 right. You do that 200. Absolute crest. 60. Open 3 right into 4 right. And 100 and turn 6 right around the bales. And cut all these now. It's 3, absolute 3 right. And 3 left. 3 right into long 3 left.
Oh shit, flat wheel. Something wrong anyway.
Yeah.
One to watch in today's challenge is David James. The Wexford man holds 9th place after the opening loop.
Flat crest 30, flat left, flat right, and turn square left over gravel. 200. Oh.
There's plenty of travelling support for the Welsh crews competing today, and giving his compatriots something to cheer on stage 3 is Neil Williams, who holds 6th place despite this stall.
Yeah, well, we're trying a few different tyres, and we're on 15-inch now as well, as opposed to the old car on 13. So just trying a few different combinations, and we're trying a few extra bits again now. So it's going okay so far.
Well, Thomas, you've had your problems so far today as well.
Yeah, we had a good first stage, and then on the second stage then had a spin and went in the ditch and lost quite a bit of time, so pretty much game over from then on.
Wicklow's Trevor Culpert is a regular at the Mark II Challenge, but he's finding the going tough this time around. He's currently 11th.
And 6 right, 6 left, don't cut, bad gravel. Repeat, bad gravel, do not cut. The 5 right in the dip, stay in the middle. The middle of a crest, 400. Fucking legal it is. 400. The 1 right, 1 left, stay middle of a bumps, 40. The 1 right, 300, keep it into it. That's it. 1 right, 400 or 300.
Matters are worse for Dubliner Brian Lawler. He's forced to retire the Stone Mad Escort with brake failure after just stage 1.
And 3 left plus 80. The turn hairpin left tight, maybe handbrake. You might need your handbrake. 80. Hook. 1 right long. And 130. Come on, you're good to go. Come on.
No brakes.
Don't worry about no brakes at all.
No.
2 right, flat 1.
No brakes.
Another challenge regular is Enda O'Brien with co-driver John Butler. The pair are currently 2nd in the 1.6 litre class. Top of that class so far are Cork crew Barry Ryan and John Young.
Flat 1 left and 100, turn square left, round bales on the inside. And there's a rut and maybe loose on the outside. 60 up. Rescue up again.
Former Class 15 national champions in an Escort Cosworth, Jack and Paul Maguire transfer their talents to a Mark II today and hold 10th place for the moment. Holding 8th place whilst thrilling the Carlow crowd with some daredevil driving are Liam Howlitz and Enda Kennedy.
Liam, an enjoyable event for you?
Yeah, it's very warm out there, alright. Had a problem with tyres going off in the last stage. So, there's 2 new tyres on now. Big hole in the pocket, butcher. I keep going.
At the busy service area, we catch up with Desi Keenan to find out how he's adapting to rallying a Mark II again.
I have to get used to the car moving over. The last car I was out in was an old rally car and they don't move, but it just took a while to get used to the car laying over and that there. But hopefully now we'll go out now and try and hang in there and see how it goes.
But we're quite happy we're on the pace, basically. The last couple of stages we're on the pace of the front running guys, so yeah, there's a long way to go yet, so see what happens.
I've dropped a few seconds now to Desi Keenan and Simon Maher and Ethan Hetherington as well, actually, on the second stage. But I was very nervous on it. The car on 15-inch wheels today and just still trying to come to terms with it, you know.
Well, Adrian, you're matching times with Manus Kelly there. What a battle.
Yeah, we're going well now today, thank God. It's about time we got on the pace.
Oh, Seamus, it's obvious the battle scar.
It's very obvious. It happened in the start of the second stage there, so that there's like a 6 left in Titans, but I just don't know whether I didn't connect on time or what, but it just slid on into the hedge, you know. I lost about 8 or 9 minutes trying to get it out, like, but we're still here and I think we're going to go on ahead, you know.
So with Simon Major receiving a corrected time for stage 1, here's how the official times stand after 3 stages.
The competition is hotting up in every sense of the word here at the Carlow MKII Escort Challenge. Join us in part 2 to see who'll take the top spot.
Welcome back to Carlow for part 2 of the J.A. Boland Mark II Challenge. The usually tranquil countryside around Loughlin Bridge is buzzing with excitement as the spectators await the action from the second loop of stages. Leading from the front are defending champions Simon Major and Ken Blanche. They managed to hold on to the top spot, but lead by just 1 second after stage 6.
One right over bump, 30 over dip, 200 up the middle. One right, past the walls, 40 in jump over crest jump, 40 again, fast free right. Fuck you now. Okay. Crest here, tight free right, caution tight free right.
Joint second before the second loop, Desi Keenan slips back slightly to third after the repeat run and trails Major by 3 seconds despite setting fastest time on stage 6. Quicker on stage 4 and 5, Manus Kelly and Donald Barrett hold second place, a mere 1 second off the lead. Over a minute further back, John Waring and Alan White hold 5th place. With the battle so tight at the top, this spin proves costly for Adrian Hetherington, who holds 4th place after stage 6, just 5 seconds off the lead. Trevor Mulligan ups the pace on the second loop to move up to 9th place. Unable to break into the top 10 so far, Trevor Colbert holds on to 11th place.
And left over small crest, keep it in 60, so one right, 250. Then left in the middle of 2 small crests, and 2 left 60, keep it in, 2 small crests, okay, 2 left 60. Then 2 left long past the junction, 100.
Out of contention after his stage 2 off, Seamus O'Connell loses more time with this stage 4 spin, much to the amusement of the spectators. Another fan favourite, David James, has a good second loop to move up to 8th place.
Flat crest 100. And turn hairpin right. And flat right. Flat crest 100.
It's no change for Welsh crew Neil Williams and Ulrich Davis, who hold on to 6th place after the repeat run. It's also no change for Armagh crew Jack and Paul Maguire. They stay in 10th place after stage 6. It's a baptism of fire for Mark II debutant Keith Lyons, who borrowed Dad Ken's car for this event.
Ken, the first timer as a driver in a Mark II, that's got to be nerve-wracking for you.
It is and it isn't. It's a very fast rally. I presume everyone's been saying the same, but to be honest with you, I'm just taking it easy. Just going to bring this car home. It's my father's car. As I said, my own wasn't ready, so he kindly gave it to me for the weekend. So it's very, very enjoyable. Like, the stages are very fast, but they're very kind of technical in patches as well. But it's, I think, made for a Mark II. It's great to be driving it, to be honest with you.
Holding 15th place in the pristine Mark II are local crew Ian Gunning and Mike McGrath.
And turn hairpin right and gravel, long way around. Down to the bottom and up. $100.
Throttle problems leave Kenneth Corrigan and Michael Connolly well down on the timesheets.
Into stop, turn, square right, tightens, drive. 60. Last wall, absolute right.
Throttle stuck.
All right.
Matters fare far worse for Tom Howard, who crashes out on stage 4.
Crest into 4 right. Nice and tidy down here now. 4 right here and 5 left over gravel, very slippy. 5 left over the gravel, very slippy, and fast 3 right over the gravel. Watch it, watch it. Voila! Not fucking again.
Back at service area, we catch up with some of the top crews.
Desi, was that better?
All the brakes. That was brilliant. It's a fabulous rally. Jeez, that there was a brilliant loop now. Just totally used to the car now, and great run. I think there's 3 or 4 seconds in it now. We've gone into the last loop. It is tough going. It's flat out.
Oh, Bridge, it's the tightest battle I've been on now in a long time. It's just tit for tat the whole way there. It's class. It's real good driving, and you know, everybody's on a massive pace. Like.
Only a couple of more stages to do. Do you think you'll be able to pass both of them out?
Yeah, we're going to give it a try anyway. The pace is hot and heavy out there today now. The stages are very good, so hopefully.
Donald O'Sullivan and co-driver Paul Collins have a good run over the final 2 stages to finish second, 1.6 litre class 19. Barry Ryan had led the class and held 7th in the overall Mark II challenge, but sadly engine failure forces his retirement on stage 7.
Right over crest, double crest, 42 right, 200.
Oh!
She gone?
Gone.
Fuck it.
Engine's gone.
Bollocks.
So, winning class 19 and 12th in the Mark II challenge are Kilkenny crew Enda O'Brien and John Butler. Wexford's Larry and Lee Murphy take the class 17 win.
1 left continues for 180. 1 right long, bump dip 200. Bump dip 200. 1 right long, bump dip 200.
Offaly's Michael Neville and Mike Garrity have to settle for the runners-up spot in class 18. Behind the class winners, Tony and Aidan Canny from Kilkenny. Kieran Guinan and Alan Higgins take the runner-up spot in class 20. 26 seconds quicker are class winners Paul Boyle and John Brophy. Liam Howlett and Enda Kennedy take 5th in class 21 and finished 11th in the overall Mark II challenge. Finishing 1 place ahead are Trevor Culbert and Martin Costello.
The middle of a crest, 150. The middle of a crest, okay, 500. Over 2 small two crest jumps. Into 6 right, the bottom of the hill. 6 right.
9th quickest Mark II and 3rd in class 21 are Jack and Paul Maguire. Finishing 8th on the Mark II leaderboard and 3rd in class 22 are a very relieved Trevor Mulligan and Sean Hayes. Another crew on the ragged edge are David James and Aidan Kent, who take second in Class 21 and 7th on the Mark II leaderboard.
Keep right into hairpin left.
Class 21 winners and 6th quickest Mark II crew are Welshman Neil Williams and Ulrich Davis. Taking 5th on the Mark II leaderboard and 3rd in Class 22 are John Waring and Alan White. Sadly, Seamus O'Connell's drive came to an end on the last stage when he crashed out at high speed. Thankfully, he and co-driver Andrew Grennan are okay. Almost crashing out on the last stage, Adrian Hetherington and Gary Nolan survived this big moment to finish 2nd in class and 4th on the Mark II leaderboard. Monaghan crew Desi Keenan and Enda Sherry win Class 22 and are 3rd quickest Mark II home. Donegal's Manus Kelly and Donald Barrett push hard over the final 2 stages, but have to settle for the runner-up spot, just 3 seconds off the lead. Simon Major almost pushed too hard over the final loop, resulting in this stage 7 spin.
Tight 4 right, 40. Long free left crest, immediately handbrake left, hairpin left. 130.
But he recovers well on the last stage to take the top spot on the Mark II leaderboard for the 2nd year in a row.
Then you started rallying first.
Simon, the first Mark II Escort home, and you've been successful in holding on to that championship title.
Yeah, we've had a great time, really good battle with the other guys. The car's been fantastic, the suspensions were a treat, the engine and gearbox has been brilliant, and just really had a good day, and the whole team's done a great job today. Real thankful for them.
So after an epic battle, there's confirmation of the top 5 times. But that's it from Carlow. Until next time, it's bye for now.